Everything is set up and ready. So, time to switch the scenes to the game. Ah, great. Your favorite cosplay cookie is back. And this time, again, in the Christus cosplay. Always looking forward to play this game. Is my headset correct? Yeah, just the way it should be. Okay, small obligatory sound check at the start. Try to hear my voice. Okay, small obligatory sound check at the start. And I can hear myself. Great. Even though I always think like my voice sounds really weird when I hear it myself. So, GF wise. I'm not completely done in ESTA yet. I have to do a few things first. ESTA is really a metropolis. When I compare the size of ESTA with, you know, Deling City, which is the next big city in FF8, this is a day and night difference. I mean, Deling City also calls itself city, but ESTA, really impressive. They really fit this much more. I can kind of imagine why this was so huge. I mean, even on the world map, you see the size of this. Dear God. So... But my God, so futuristic. Rent a car. But no flying cars at this point. Left side, right side. Professor Odine doesn't think about the other humans. We should be careful. Renoir, hopefully you're fine. I would like to challenge him to a game of cards. Oh. So much for that. Yes, I want to shop. Welcome to online shopping. ESTA shop. I wonder why, exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Maybe he was so happy to open his own shop with Johnny. Wait a second, Johnny? Like FF7 Johnny? I wonder if this is a reference to him. Elixir. Online shopping in the 90s. Still kinda cool, when you think about it. To the residence. Okay. But my god. This is basically the largest area in the world of FF8. A few healing spells never hurt. Weird. What's weird? This city is impressive. I can't put this into words. And they have such cool... and those soldiers have really nice outfits. Uniforms really stand out. You can visit the country. Yeah, I know, Luna Gate. You know of new rules? Let's mix Galbadia rules. With Galbadia rules, yes. Open, same, all same, and element. Stop. Open rule has spread in this region. Perfect. Now I would like to save. Yes, but only to save. My god, this design. This is pretty awesome. Air station it was that I'm searching for. I'm searching for the save point. AKA rest point here. That's not it. Ah, there it is. This is so cool. Every time when I'm done for, I'm gonna rest here. Or exhausted. Every time when I'm exhausted, I'm gonna rest here. Now you're feeling better too, right? So awesome. Esta City, Esta Stadt. Wait a second. There's a screen where I have to talk with a soldier as well. Oh, what was it? We always wear this stuff in Esta. Doesn't it look nice? The city is always will be always kept clean, so our dresses will be clean too. My god, that's so obvious! Why not keep the cities clean? Ah, understand? Yes, understand. Completely understandable. You're on a journey? How did you arrive here? On feet? On feet? So you used the bridge and the trail and the trails? This means you were in Fisherman's Horizon. Oh, 17 years ago, a few of my friends went there. Hopefully they are fine. With the garden? A garden? I have heard that Esther technicians created them. Show it to me, please. You're lying. You're not allowed. By airship. Airship? I didn't know that there exists some outside of Esther. Show it to me, please. You're lying. You're not allowed to. Well, by feet. Over the bridge. In FH. That's the true answer. This is the city center, where you can see the residents. But my god, this city is amazing. Ah, Kanso! Nice to see ya! My god. Esther sure is interesting. Oh, last time it was nearby Trabia. Oh, the tear of the moon. Or moon's tear. It's interesting. This city, it has something, but it's difficult to explain what it is. I really like this design. Even though it looks a bit sterile, I would say. But it's awesome at the same time. Okay, today's question will be, would you live, in which country of FF8 would you live? That's the question of the day. I have just decided this. So, Conso, which of the Final Fantasy VIII towns or cities would be the one for you to choose as your favorite place to live? I wonder. I personally have a tendency for Balam. Because when I think about it, as I grew up in a village and also live in one, Windhill does have its charm, definitely. Makes me think of, well, it's really remote, but yeah, Windhill is much more remote compared to the place where I live, because I have like a small town nearby. It's not too far by car, and I work there, not to forget. So regarding Delling City, this is just so typical European. Is it more like London or more like Paris? It makes me so think of European cities. With Esther, this is like a metropolis. Difficult to say how I should explain this. I mean, although the clothes are kinda cool. But I love the uniforms of the soldiers. I wonder if it's just me, but I think they look awesome. They look so cool. And this is really... This looks like alien technology. Oh, and Fisherman's Horizon, when I think about it. Fisherman's Horizon is a calm place. I would like Fisherman's Horizon more than Windhill, for example. Because the way the people think... Well, they are assholes, mind ya, but they are friendly assholes. Let's play a game of cards, man. You want to play? Of course. I heard you got a card that I want. This is a strong card for sure. My god, Idea looks so pretty. And those eyes. Oh, you can fall in love with those. This one definitely. Idea's one is better. Basically this again. Okay, gonna choose this. Oh, my left side is a bit weak now. I'm silly. Silly cookie at it again. Let's go. By the way, today's stream will be kinda short, as there is something... as tomorrow I have to get up early, unfortunately. The Shumi card is the problem here. Ah, you're smart. You are smart. Do what you can, but do what you have to do. Okay, which card will be mine? The Shumi. And it depicts Nork. For whatever reason. Yes, let's play cards. Oh, this might be strong, but... the left side might be the problem here. At least it's a 4 and a 6 below. I can see why the World of FF8 is addicted to this card game. I see what I see. This won't work. But this will. Only 2's on the right side and there's an element. Well. So much for that. Yeah, I know what you wanted to do, but let's go. Oh, come on, please. You have a rare card, and I want it. I want it. Show me card with the 8 below. Won't fall into this trap. Oh, forgot to congratulate for being number 1. We are number 1. Ah, yes. Oh, so that's a 6 at that point. Smart one. Although... the only card that can spin this one is Shumi. So he will use the Shumi card. So, I have won a card and I practically won already. Come on, you're the one who has the rare card. You have to play it. There it is. There it is. Ah my. The ward card. And I won it. On the upper left, he will use the ward card. So, 7 on the right. Which means only oil boil card can change this position. So I'm gonna play safe. And I ruined the way of getting this card. What am I gonna do now? This is the strongest I have on the right side. This is the strongest I have on the left side. Okay. Change of tactics. This will definitely go on his side. This might be the solution. As I will get a card no matter what. And Ward, you're mine. Yes. That's what I was after. Yeah. But yeah, today's stream will be really short. At least for... Oh, what please? You're no tourists. But you're trustworthy because you come out of the residence, right? Yeah, Esther is a place that is... Oh, Betty saw someone down there. So down on the right. Esther really is a place where they don't have much contact with people from other countries. Not surprising when you think about it. I mean, they've been under this kind of cloak, you could say. They are hiding themselves from the outside world. And it is pretty cool. Did I forgot something? Let's check whether I did or did not forget something. Oh. I forgot one thing. Still haven't got the Rosetta Stone. Let's buy. But I knew last time that I'm missing something. Wrong one. People in the 90s could never... There it is! Rosetta Stone. Yes. Yes, you're mine. Tornado. But I guess that's what people thought online shopping would be. Like, you have this shopping mall, you go inside, and you then just select this or this, and I would like to get it, and it gets delivered into your hand. They couldn't think about it being delivered into your home, I guess. So now I should be done. See you again. Thanks for your stay in Esta. Have a nice day. My god. Esta is so huge. Nothing fits the name Metropolis more than this. Even Deling City is just a small town compared to this. And Deling City isn't so small. Oh. So cute. Laguna, Laguna. There was a stone. Since he disappeared, everything looks so empty. Death. We have enough death. We have been here before. Since I closed this place, no research subject isn't. Since no research subject is here, nothing much to do. How times can change. Music. Oh, I have enough stuff. Halt. Stand. Stand still. Yes, I get you, soldiers. But the music. FF8 is better than most people give it credit. And I'm saving too often. Welcome to the Luna Gate. We already know. We know already. The personnel is waiting. The personnel is waiting for ya. My God. Luna Gate personnel, we have been expecting you. This way. Please go for this door. The yellow lamp is shining. Oh, the yellow light. Green light is shining. Oh! Angel! You scared the... You just scared me so much. Everything okay. I'll take care of Renoa. Lead me inside. So, use the green light. Lunar Gate personnel. You're the passengers? Right. Then come with me. The main goal is far away, but it doesn't take so long. You will be almost sleeping the whole time, almost the whole time. Where do we go? Squall. This place is called Lunar Gate. What do you think they will lead you to? I mean, maybe it's just the underground? Come on, Squall. You should be smarter than that. I will explain to you the whole thing. You will enter one of those capsules and you will be put into sleep. Once everything is done, this capsule will be shut. If you awake, you'll already be at the goal. That's the whole process. It's not without its dangers. Are you ready? Just a moment. I have to prepare myself. Still not. I would like to look at somebody who can... are you afraid? I haven't thought that. Squall, believe me, trust your friends. Squall, what's about Renoa? Squall, you're still thinking? It will work, Squall. I'm a bit nervous. And I can't go out. Leave me, I don't want to go into space. In Portal, this one... how are they called again? Space! But I can't remember how they were called. Intelligence dumping spheres or so? We are ready. We can decide with who you will fly. The girl is already put into sleep. So choose more people. One person more. In this time, somebody must seal my might. We can't leave Mama alone. I stay with her. Is it okay, Squall? I'm counting on you. I'm counting on you, Sal. Yeah! I will protect her no matter what happens. Squall, don't be afraid. She's a witch, don't forget that. So, who will come with me? That's a tough question, though. Who will enter us into space? Although, if the question would be, who would I personally shoot into a capsule into space, it would be Irvine. But the person who's number 3 will not participate in a few battles from this moment on. Which means, as you see, because the person I'm choosing now won't participate in a few battles for a while, I have to choose. I need Quistis. I want Quistis to participate in a few battles because of her blue mage skills. Cell is the best fighter. Idea is the group. So either Irvine or Selfie. As much as I would love to shoot this guy into space because I can't stand him, sorry for saying this openly, but I can't stand Irvine. Sorry. But I won't give him the joy to being put to see space. So, Selfie, you have the honor. Have you decided? Yes. Okay, the passengers, please enter. I guess people have imagined traveling to the moon or maybe to Mars by kind of this way. Because when I think about it, the whole city of Esther was the vision from the 90s, so this may be too. People were dreaming about flying cars, robots doing all the tough work for us. This would have been an awesome... It could have been an awesome future. Squall, it will work. Don't worry about us, Squall. Squall, goodbye. Squall, we're gonna do this. Who wouldn't be nervous entering something like this? Capsules are ready. Life-keeping systems running. Catapult is in preparation. Machines working flawless. Error correction +2. Way -1. Corrections done. Fire! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Interesting how this is in English here. Yes, yes, sir! Tin can shooter? Whoa! If is not awesome, I don't know. I hope Skull will do it. He's gonna make it. He will make it. Yes. We should go. Oh, Angel is so cute. Hey, wait. Wait a moment. What? Hey. Whoops. Hurry, out. Something's coming. Esther itself is already huge, but this thing is massive. What's that? What's this huge thing? It does fly towards the main city. This means Professor O'Dine is in big danger, right? So we should all to the main city. Or to the capital city. Maybe Professor O'Dine knows more. I still need someone more. Rest stays here. Of course, no one else than me it will be. Instructor Quistis Trepe. Or, well, Seed Quistis Trepe. As I'm not an instructor anymore, unfortunately. And yes, if anyone's wondering why those levels are so low, I keep the main characters at their initial levels to make sure that during boss battles the levels will be lower. exception to this rule are temporary characters who I do grind until level 100. So both Cypher and Idea were trained to 100. Call me crazy, but well, I am crazy, sorry. And everything is done. Cell with his fighting stance. Hey, do this again. Right. This is awesome. It's just cool. Thinking about it, which characters do you play on the world map through the game? You play, of course, mostly as Squall. You do play at one point as Selfie for the missile base, on the way to missile base. Here as Cell. That should be all, I think. I can't think of another situation where you play someone else than Squall on the world map. But it's so impressive how huge Esther is. But with their high-class technology, I can feel how the world was totally in fear of Esther. Well, the current danger to world peace is definitely Galbadia. Or Galbadia. Galbadia or Galbadia? Galbadia or Galbadia? I wonder, which one does fit more? Which one is the more accurate one? If I think about it, I would say Galbadia. If I would read it in the German way, it would sound like Galbadia. But this doesn't fit. Galbadia or Galbadia? In FF12, the one empire is called Arcadia. So Galbadia, Arcadia. Maybe that's also based a bit on that? Who knows? I'm not sure. What this might be? Oh, there is an Esther logo, but I have never seen this before. I can sense why you're worried. I'm afraid. Something giant was flying here, next to here. I would like to see it, but are people still shopping, or is everything under lockdown? Be careful. Something has been coming from the other side of the city. I want to buy more. Come, we go now. I want to buy more. That was enough, right? Well, we can still go shopping. And I mean, why not? I did not want to. Goodbye, have a nice journey. Thank you, I will have it. Let's talk with a few people in the city. Left side. What this could be? Professor Dine is still in the laboratory. Oh, Quake. Do you want to see the professor? I would like to talk to at least 1-2 people in the city. Whether or not somebody will be commenting on that. What? Fancy clothes, though, these citizens here have. What's that? Some kind of a trial? This thing that we were... that we did research before on? Wait a second. This thing was drowned 17 years ago. Lunatic Pandora. I think the past comes back to Esther. Esther's past comes back. Or is returning. Why? Out of all, now again. We are worried. It comes from this direction. Just then, just when the president is away. Long live the president. Nice car. What's up? It doesn't work anymore. I wanted to train more, to not be so dependent on technology. I'm gonna give it to you. Thank you. Oh. Imagination, hi, how are you? Nice to see ya. Hello, Quistis. I would say. Now I'm Quistis. Now it's Quistis. Fits more, doesn't it? It definitely should be put on the cosplay. Oh, and by the way, I tried to make my hair this time finally stand more like the ones from Quistis, but it's still take a look. Doesn't work absolutely like I want it. But I'm still trying. They just don't keep in the direction I want them up. But I guess it was worth a try. Sooner or later, I will have them how I want them. Difficult hair to pull off naturally. Yeah, I know. But I'm still trying. I hope at least the try. I hope the try at least is worth it. I'm working for another 4.5 hours, so I see. Then thank you for joining in, and have a nice day. And have a nice day at work. It looks good. Thank you. So... Oh, no, I should go home ASAP. Something we thought 17 years has been gone 17 years ago. It comes now back, it returns. Yeah, this is a bit scary. And I can see why. But I wonder which one is the better pronunciation of Galbadia. Is it Galbadia or Galbadia? I'm still not 100% sure which one is the better one. Because I am not... No, it's difficult. But maybe... Of course, if anyone in the chat knows the answer, I'll be open to hear it. But I wonder... Galbadia or Galbadia? As when you think about it, it's just that I have to think about Arcadia from FF12, and the pronunciation with Galbadia then might be more accurate. Or I'm just thinking too much about stuff like that. It's difficult to say. If we would have a cutscene where characters would be speaking, then we would have like an official answer to this. So, or maybe take a look at the Japanese name for comparison. Thank you for the heal. I always pronounce Galbadia. Yeah, it was just a small thing that I was thinking about. I have heard different people pronounce it in different ways. So my idea, originally I did say Galbadia, so I was just wondering. With Daling City, it's kind of obvious. With Esther as well. But with Galbadia? Professor Odine is fine. Oh, this sounds like a rhyme. He wasn't in a good mood like this a long time ago. Like what? Mad scientist. There's basically a calamity in the sky, and then he's just like, yeah, let's go. Let's enter. Cell just being like... I love this. Oh, flare. Nice, but I don't need it. Who might control the lunatic Pandora? Who might the lunatic Pandora control? To which purpose? The Galbadians have got it. We have to set alarm. This is not needed. They will only pass this city. If this is so, if that's so, but how can you be so sure? There's a wild Genova in FF8. Yeah, a kind of wild Genova appeared, and it's called Lunatic Pandora. In a way. Only Tears point, And what's funny about Professor Odine in the German version, in the English release, he has a German accent, while here, he speaks in a pattern that is similar to Yoda from Star Wars. Maybe a reference to Star Wars, like Martine's name, the headmaster of Galbadia Garden, is here called Dodonna. So definitely Star Wars references in the German version. That was my reference. That's why I said calamity from the skies. Generally, calamity from the skies. As Pandora, the lunatic Pandora is flying, I was making a small reference. There's a calamity in the skies, or appearing in the skies, or something like that. I wanted to say. So a nice small reference for those who like FF7. As FF7 is my favorite, of course, but I do have appreciation for the others, for the other entries in the series as well. And I just think that FF8 is a bit underappreciated because it came after FF7. But that's also why I do feel a bit different about about the compilation of FF7 and the spin-off games. I mean, think about it. After FF7 was such a huge success, they did create Advent Children to continue the story after the ending of FF7 original. They also made Before Crisis, which maybe only few people in the West know, which was a Japanese exclusive mobile game where you play as the Turks. And then we got Dirge of Cerberus, and because of the name FF7, maybe people had also too high expectations for it. And when people have far too high expectations for whatever game it is, they don't look at the game in a kind of, well, we are not objective. We don't think objectively in any way. We are not. We are always subjective, and we must keep this in mind. We cannot judge something without being influenced by any way. And you see, I think that Dirge of Cerberus, because that it is a Final Fantasy VII, it carries it in its name. People just, those who played it, thought had too high expectations, as it was Square's first try at a shooter game. And as I have played the Japanese version of it as well, I can kinda see why it was a game where they tried something new. They improved it in the later releases, although I have to say I do like a few things from the Japanese version, like the dub, for example, and a few things of the gameplay as well. But maybe that's me personal. It's maybe a kind of preference that I do like this too, I would say. But well, Crisis Core was a great game on the PSP, which I did play so much back in the day on my PSP. It's impressive. I played it in the bus, in the train, so much, making some missions here and then. It's funny. And, well, what can we say? Games are maybe... What I'm trying to say is, Crisis Core was beloved by fans, although some hardcore fans from the original said that it kinda ruins the original in a few ways. I did enjoy it a lot, as I said, but what I'm trying to say is, when people have too high expectations from a game, or have wrong expectations, it is never good for the game. It is difficult, but I am begging everyone to just try to see the game first and foremost as it is and what it tries to be, and only then try to see it compared to the name it's carrying as the franchise where it originates from. Because that way you will enjoy games much more. And I love gaming since my childhood. And I do think that maybe that's the problem many people have. When you have you have to try at least to be free of expectations as much as possible. We always have expectations, don't get me wrong. We always want to get something out of this when we buy it, but we should at least try to not to not put to have something out of it that we might not get. I agree, the biggest gripe most people here have here is the story in FF8 being far-fetched, yet in 7 a dead man revives himself and controls several people to make it happen. Dirge of Cerberus is underrated, I agree. And the main thing what I'm trying to say here is, altogether at the end, games are a piece of art, and we should see them as such. And we all have a favorite, but nevertheless, let's just enjoy them. Art is there to be enjoyed, and games are art. Even though a lot of people in my country don't think like that, but that's a different topic. But as I said, I also enjoyed Dirge of Cerberus a lot. And the story, what is the problem in... there's a small problem in what people might get because in FF8. I think I see where the problem lies. In FF7, you have directly a bad guy at the start, or kinda early. It starts with Shinra is the bad guy. We need to get this corporation down. We need to end their reign of terror. Next thing, what was created by Shinra is the bad guy Sephiroth. So you have a bad guy that is directly introduced early in the game, and the main goal is to defeat him. He has to be defeated, and everything plays out. Everything can play out until this goal. In FF8, however, you have at first the bad guy, Galbadia. Then you see, then it's not the president itself. Then you have the witch Idea at this point. But then it changes from she is not actually the bad guy, she was controlled by a witch from the future. And we only hear a name from her until a certain time later in the game. So the time when you get really introduced to Artemisia is really late. And I think this is something, it's a different kind of storytelling. It is just a different kind of storytelling, whether you have the bad guy set at the start and to defeat him is the end. Or if you have like a way that leads to the antagonist. And some people might prefer this way in FF8. And others do not. And I think that is one of the main reasons why people have a few problems with the story in FF8. Because they might not like this aspect. Just to give a small explanation on this. Or putting my perspective on this. I hope this wasn't too long hearing me speaking and talking about this. Ceramos is another example of this. Right! From FF4! You are so right! This is another example. There it also switches from Baron is the problem to from Baron to Golbez to Ceramos at the end. That's another good example. Haven't thought about this for a second. But I haven't played FF4 in a while. Last time I did was the DS version. But when did I play that? FF10? I wouldn't say so. Because in FF10, it starts with in FF10 you directly know that Sin is the final boss. But what is not told, who's behind that? You get a glimpse of who is behind this shelf. You get you want to find out why. I would say, but that Yevon is another problem in this whole story. This is kinda early clear. The red flame dude at the end is out of nowhere. I would completely agree on this point, because that he doesn't come out of nowhere in really, as the first time you hear from him is after a boss fight. After that, it gets explained what he is. He is more like the symbol. He is more like a symbol, I would say. Same for FF9, because in FF9 you also have a switch between the bad guys, but still at the end of disc 1 you get to see who will be the main bad guy for most of the story. Although it was sudden similar to Zeramus, well, maybe because yeah, I would agree there is a similarity. There is kind of a similarity. But Yu Yevon is also the being of Sin himself. Maybe that's the reason why I'm not completely agreeing to this. But as I say, always feel free to disagree with me. I always put my perspective into this. I would agree that there is a similarity, definitely. But still, it is similar. I agree on that. It's all theory. A game theory. Yes. But that's what I like about theories. You see, we can kind of discuss about this for hours. And I think this is what makes those games so also interesting in another way. We don't only play them, but we also think about the background behind this. Same with the two most well-known theories about this game. Although I disagree with both. Sorry to hear this opinion of me, but I don't like both big theories about this game. The first one at the end of disc 1. Thoughts on the Squall is Dead theory? Lol. Well, as it's already established at the end of disc 1, well, I can see where people come from, as the shift as there is an actual shift in tone between disc 1 and disc 2 onward. But still, you already have magic in disc 1. There is also a small mention in the school computer about Nork as the garden's master of finances. There's already you already know at disc 1 that there's a witch. But still, things like Shumis, people from the Shumi tribe, or Mombas, and much more, or the city of Esther, are all post-disc 1. Not to forget the wound. In the German version, beginning disc 2, after you finish the Laguna Dream and first time playing Squall again, Squall says, we were fighting Idea, Cypher. Oh, I got hurt. My wound. Where's my wound? So he recognizes at least that he was hit by her. But still, it did not hit the heart. If you look precisely, it was the right side. And we humans have our heart on the left side. So that was definitely not hit. And we are still speaking about a fantasy world here. Keep in mind, people can be knocked out and kinda brought back through Phoenix Downs. Low HP does kinda compare to being absolutely exhausted, down, or hurt. Or a mixture of that. And knocked out can be compared to passed out in a way. So, and not to forget healing spells. It would not be surprising that the attack, this limit attack, was in the end a way to stun Squall. Think about it. There are so many white magic spells. There is no reason why she would kill him at the spot when he's already seemed at this point like the legendary seed. I don't like this theory for a few reasons, as we are still talking about a world that was fantasy to begin with, and seriously, beings like GFs. This is also the beings GFs. We already see they are supernatural beings, or what was it again? Which one am I searching right now? Well, GFs allow the garden students to become super soldiers. I mean, how else can you explain what you're able to do with junctions? I agree. I personally think the Squall death theory is dumb. And to even add on this, so many things you could put this theory on, which is also something I dislike. Think about that. Pokemon and what else, where you can say it's all just a dream. This is just such a general kinda theory, in a way, that can be put on almost everything. Has this already happened, or was it all just in his head? I just don't think you can put this on that. With the other theory, however, there I am... The R to A from R to A in the German version, R to U, as in the German version her name is Artemisia, in the English it's Artemisia. I do think this theory is well thought out more. Only games that indicate that it's a dream in some way should be perceived as such. And here is where I agree, and here is also where I agree. You see, imagine the Laguna dreams would not happen on disc 1. There are 2 on disc 1. One in the forest, one in this forest, one in the train. First on the train, then the one in the forest. If they would only happen from disc 2 onwards, I could at least get something out of this theory. But without that, if it would not have happened before, I would think different about this. Or think about this. Cypher would be perceived as death, but not appear until disc 2. When he on disc 2 would suddenly appear in the prison, not already in this parade. If you would put those things together and would build on something like that, then I would like this theory maybe more. I mean, there are so many points that would have to be different, or maybe at least adjusted in a way to make this theory work more. Only games that indicate that it's a dream in some way should be perceived as such, like Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Oh my god, Link's Awakening was the first Zelda game I ever played. I played it back then on my Game Boy. Oh. That was an introduction, even though I was terrible in this game. I can't say how many times I died. My perspective is jumping there. Readjusting inventory here and then. But it was really a great game on the Game Boy. My first Zelda game too. Aww, how sweet. But yes, this game really is a dream, and it also shows it. You experience that this whole island does not exist, and at the end, the dream is over. Oh my god, I still have to get Link's Awakening for my Nintendo Switch. I still have to get the remake. Oh, this game was just such a joy back then on the GBA. Not GBA, Nintendo Game Boy. Sorry, my mistake. I was mispronouncing it. Because I had the Nintendo Game Boy and later the Game Boy Color, and the Link's Awakening version for the Game Boy Color. The X, was it called, I think? Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening Deluxe. I have been playing it on Hero mode. What I can say is I would like to get the Switch version. But Switch games are rarely on sale. Or basically never. I mean, they are full price their entire life. If I think about it. Yeah, the X version is Game Boy Color. That was the one I have played later on. I had one for the normal Game Boy. And later I got one for my Game Boy Color. My Game Boy Color was in purple color, by the way. And my god, once I got it, it was just... But my god, this thing was eating batteries like nothing else. If I think about how many batteries this has eaten back then, it would have been really costly for my parents. No wonder why they said, don't play too much with this. After all, it has eaten batteries like nothing else. And it took 2 always. Yeah. That sure was something. But that's... Oh. Sorry. Got on my mic. But gaming for me, it started with Amiga and Nintendo Game Boy. Maybe that's where my PC and Nintendo console on the go preference originates from. As you see, my first handheld was a Nintendo console. So handheld gaming is maybe because of that more connected for me with Nintendo. I also had the Nintendo DS, later on the DS Lite. But never got a GBA or a 3DS. Never saw the reason for it. Good that I could play Game Boy Advance games on my DS Lite. This is also where I played for the first time Final Fantasy V. And 1 and 2 Dawn of Souls. My god, how long am I talking right now? You have come. All of that makes me happy on the highest? What are you talking about? Galbadia and the Luna Blah. Long time Odine waited for this opportunity. Oh, what I forgot to mention, I think. Odine speaks in a way, has a Yoda-like pattern of speech, and he talks of himself in a third-person perspective. It is interesting how how this differs. This huge thing is called Lunatic Blah. What's up with this shit? What's happening here, anyway? You see, in this German translation, it's closer to the Japanese original, and it is uncensored more in a few places. When I think about it, Renoir calling Squall a mean bastard. Oh, I forgot to share a small thing now, but I'm talking so much anyway. Imagination. Have you already seen my PC version, my 1998 PC version, 1999 PC version of FF8? This is the version I played back in the day, and another one I played back in the day is this one, the original PlayStation version of it. Those were the versions I played back then. The 1998 version here is the PlayStation version, and the 1999 PC version is this. Look at this box, and look at this all. Awesome, ain't it? During my last stream, I didn't found the PlayStation 1 version directly, but my PC version was easily accessible. Original box and all, yes. It's awesome. And I have some love for that, you know? I mean, you have like this huge box, you have the game inside. Oh, let me show you when I'm at it. Some appreciation. Oh, I forgot. I also have the strategy guide by Piggyback. And it shows the PlayStation sign on it. Here. It's funny. Back in the day, those books were like the thing to go instead of game FAQs. Nice original box and all. Oh yes. And just take a look. Unlike the PC version, here you have Squall's face with his signature weapon and the glowing Griever on it. Piggyback makes the best guides now. Yes. But also, take a look at the manual. This is the whole manual. And I like this. You have like a small explanation to the characters you play. Yeah, and it's black and white. But it's really cool. I also have the OG 1998 version, the 1998 version of FF7 on PC. I have the PlayStation 1 version of FF7 as well, and so on. I still have them all. It's just such a joy to still have it. And I have a small companion here. Koopa! My little friend Koopa. I hate how games don't usually come with manuals anymore. That's what I complained during the last stream. I was saying how sad I am that games don't come with this anymore. You literally have only... Yes, the Moogle is my GF. That's my GF. We are junction together. Cute, ain't it? I still haven't thought of a name though. Maybe Moogie? I don't know. Or Stillskin. Either Stillskin or Moogie. Maybe. We'll see. Stay close to me, little friend. But yeah, it's really sad that games don't come with a manual anymore, and some games not even with a disc or so, or a cartridge on the Switch. I mean, seriously, when you buy a boxed version of for the Nintendo Switch in the store, and you then see no cartridge inside, code to download. I'm like, what the hell? And for example, FF10. FF10 on the Switch is like 10 and 10.2 remastered, but 10 is inside, and 10.2 you got a download code or so, which I say is just ridiculous. And as far as I've heard, in the Asia region, both cartridges are included. And I think about why not here. Same with Bayonetta, which I bought for the Switch. When I bought Bayonetta 2 for the Switch, I was glad to see that Bayonetta 1 is included as well. I didn't have a Wii U, so I bought Bayonetta 2. Bayonetta 2, and already had and also included Bayonetta 1. But Bayonetta 1 is a code, and I'm just wondering, why not use a larger cartridge to insert both games on it? I have 2 copies of Link's Awakening for Switch. One is sealed collector's edition copy. Cool. I have 2 versions of Crisis Core as well. I have a Crisis Core, the German version itself, and a UK limited edition version. Yeah. What's the point of a digital copy in a box? My copy of XX2 Remaster is physical and on 1 cartridge. It is? Wasn't that only the Asian version as far as I've seen? Wait a second, I have to look this up. I'm pretty sure that that was there also the case. Let me take a look. Yes, that's what I saw on the... I wasn't wrong. Entirely possible. I may have ordered it from PlayAsia. Yes, this must be the case, because I just controlled again and looked on Amazon. On Amazon, I'm reading for you right now. FF10 X Remaster on cartridge. Game content of X2 HD Remaster, download only. Code included for single-use code included. Need a micro SD card. Micro SD card will be needed eventually. I just looked up on Amazon because I can remember seeing it in a local retailer, and it was definitely I definitely did read that it was download only. And when I heard through was it Censored Gaming or Digital Foundry, where I heard that the Asia version did come included. As I said, the Asia version does include both, and I don't see why it's not in the West. Entirely possible that I would have Play Asia. It must have been ordered by Play Asia or any other import store. No code in my case. I'm pretty sure I'll check it when I get home. But it must be the Asian version. I don't know. There is a physical release of FF7 and 8 on the Switch, if I'm not wrong. Were then both on the cartridge as well? I'm not sure right now. But Overwatch on the Switch is a good example. You only have a code and an empty box. Why make a box in the first place? It's just beyond me. I mean, if I buy a game physical, I want to have it on the cartridge or on the disc. Period. But that's just my opinion. And also, what I find it so sad that there are no manuals anymore. Yeah, individual physical copies for FF7 and 8, and not in the US. And I wasn't 100% sure on this one because the game that because on the Switch I haven't seen a reason to buy FF7 or 8, as I got them already on my PC. So I don't see much sense in buying this version as well, were it only for the portable factor. And I do buy games, and I do buy games for the Switch that I do own on PC. Like, for example, Giana Sisters. I bought the Ultimate Edition on the Switch, despite me owning the game on Steam and on GOG. So I have this game 3 times. GOG, Steam, and on the Switch. Yeah, 3 times. 3 times owning this game, and it's really good. It's worth it. It was, for me personally, it was worth it. I would say it does also feel good to support the developer of this. Although devs only get a small share out of the whole win march. They are available on Play Asia. Same with 12. I see. Yes. And keep in mind, I did import back in the day. What I did import back in the day was not only the international release. I have the original Japanese version of Dirge of Cerberus. Then the international release of Dirge of Cerberus. I also own, besides of that, the international release of 12. So the International Zodiac Job System. And yeah, it is interesting. There's a physical copy of 9 on Switch also. Yeah, unlike a PlayStation or a PC, well, those is called digital edition, I think. Yeah, it's digital only, definitely. My god, this stream is turning into just chatting right now. But I love this interaction. I think 7 and 8 were shared a cartridge, while 9 got one to itself. Yeah, I am not really surprised about this though. I guess the reason why they did that was... they saw 8 not working too well on its own, so pack it with 7. Those who want to get 8 will definitely get the 7, and will get 7 definitely. Those who only want to get 7 will buy 7, and 9 can stand on its own. I can remember being so surprised by the release of of the remaster of FF9. When I heard of the remastered version of FF9, when it was released so suddenly, I was definitely surprised. It felt like one day to another, suddenly there was a release drop or so. And until the remastered version of FF8 was released, it took some time. After all, a lot of assets were lost from those older games. And when you don't have the original assets anymore, it's difficult to make a remaster so easily. You have to put work on it. Much more than if you would have the original stuff already. But preservation wasn't really in the minds of people back in the day. What's happening here? You wanted an explanation here? A joy it is to me. A joy be it me, or... Odin, the Chosen, has researched Pandora back then. Modified, one has. And researched, one has this thing. No ass wants to hear that. You wanted to hear, or why is it happening now? Wait. You wanted to hear, or the enemy is directly in front of us. Yodine? Yes, he is Yodine. Professor Yodine. I like this. We must not lose time. Don't waste any time. Tell what we should do. But be short. Short. You wanted to have a short explanation? Bad, is it? Troublesome thing it is, be the Pandora. You might stop it, Pandora, from inside. This map shows the way, or... The map of Esther. Lunatic Pandora is at this point. I calculated this route. She will pass the city. I enlarge this map. The inner city consists out of the outer and inner road. The Lunatic Pandora will pass the laboratory and the shopping mall. According to our calculations, you need 20 minutes. Now, the contact points will be calculated. My god, this model looks so nice. I don't know how good you can see this through the stream, but the model looks pretty cool, pretty good. The first point is the city center. She arrives after 5 to 8 minutes. So when the remaining time is 15 to 12. The next point couldn't be exactly found, but we guess it is there where those bridges are crossing. This point will be between 10 to 15 minutes. It means when the remaining time is 10 to 5 minutes. In the north of the shopping center is the last point. It will arrive this after 17 minutes, when the remaining time is 3. Those are the 3 points it will pass. This map you should follow. With X, you shall look at it and define the route. Problematic it'll be. Okay, let's go. Stopping, you want this conversation? The problem is not not Galbadia. You wanted to hear it? Contact point 1. City center, 15 to 12 minutes. I'm gonna go there directly, honestly. Don't want to hassle too much around. You know that the monster fall from moon, or not? Pandora reacted sensitive on those monster. You have understand. You have or not. This caused a huge problem to us. Lunatic Pandora at Tia's point. It improved its effect. In every case, city center. I have to get on it at the first point, because if I don't enter it at the first point, my stay there will be really short. So, Imagination, you mostly buy your physical Switch games then from PlayAsia? There it comes. Where is it? I am right. I think that I'm correct here. Yeah, I would say I'm right. They say Galbadia controls it. Great. Let's wait for it. So, a small thing I have to look up. Now that I got a second of time. Okay. Yeah, that's what I wanted to know. But the name Yodine, I like that. I'm glad I could contribute, lol. I'm always glad for everyone who can contribute whatever it is. And what I love are discussions. I mean, think about it. Sharing a bit love for games, like with Zelda, and talking about it, the theories and so on. This is so much fun. That's what I like about Twitch, as it does bring this kinda enjoy your games together with others on the couch, something like this. This is the atmosphere it kinda provides, and I love that. Come on, arrive finally. You're too fast. I guess the game is just too slow. Impressive. We should jump on it. Wait a second. As I'm controlling Idea, why not have some fun? They are high-level monsters anyway. Uh-oh! This is bad. This is bad. Counter-attack! I forgot that! They will level up. Or will they? Okay, they won't. Damn it. I forgot to unequip counterattack. Damn it. Look at my characters. Get out of here, Idea. We are playing LLG, eh? Yes and no. I did one time made a no level up game, and out of this playthrough, I started to get the playstyle for FF8 that I do level my temporary characters to level 100, like Cypher and Idea, to power up my GFs, while keeping my character levels low. As you can see, starting level but a few XP that were difficult to avoid. I know, my style of gameplay is a bit unusual, but keep in mind, I have played a no level up in FF8. I have played FF10 no sphere grid, and I also did play in Crisis Core, a real low level game, by getting the cursed ring at the start, and well, continue the game this way and getting max stats as well. I have played the German version of Crisis Core in this LLG way until the end. 100% of missions cleared. I still have the save files from this day, and I'm currently doing this off screen with the American version of Crisis Core off stream, because I don't think people would like to see that. At least I'm not sure if they want to see this. With FF8, it is good to see that, well, it makes the game much more enjoyable at most points. When your bosses are at a lower level than you can chill and destroy them with limit breaks. I mean, take a look at Squall. He has the lion heart. So, now combine the boss at a low level with Squall using his best, using out of all his best limits. This feels awesome. Yeah, fun times. So, I have to remove Reflect from them to kill them off. Point is though, inside of the Lunatic Pandora, all enemies are at this point set to level 1. So it does make sense, even in a no level up game, to kinda to enable battles. That is, to get some nice steals, to use Muck and get the drops. It is worth considering. Muck is owned by Diablos. I know this. Okay, this will be one-hit kill. And as speed also hires reflex a bit. Yeah, so much better this way. This might net me some nice items while I'm here. Because the drops are definitely worth it. And as enemies are at level 1 anyway, I also wouldn't get much XP. But because of this accident encounter here, I should have used petrification against them, but I did not. Well, 200 XP, I can live with that. My goal is not lowest XP possible or so. If I would make like this kind of run, I would do this differently. If I would be about lowest XP at all possible playthrough like this, I would not level up Idea to level 100. So... won't complain about a few spells. Welcome to the Lunatic Pandora. And this music, my... Can I again say how underappreciated FF8 is? The soundtrack is also really cool. Hello. Oh, those are the only enemies. What I said was that the enemies in the Lunatic Pandora are set to level 1, but this does not include the Galbadian forces. They are still they still have the level depending on your average party level. But the monsters do not. Nothing to steal. Cell, you have nothing to steal. Ah, cottage, nice. I am KO. Wait a second, do you have Analyze? AKA Scan? So, gonna exchange. You should have got analysis. Yes, in the German version, analysis is called scan is called analysis. Won't need this ability anyway. V96 motor, or aka V96 engine. Phoenix Wing. Look what we got. Ultima. but only 4 though. I guess my way of playing FF8 is kinda unusual to most people, but each one plays games in the way they want. Love, love, G. Love, love, G. My god, this music. Wait a second, I think I'm going into the wrong direction. Yeah, I was going the wrong way. Out of my way. I won't complain about a few cottages, as I will refine them into mega potions and sell them. But I have enough money at the moment anyway. How much money do I have? Yeah, it seems fine. I don't need more at the moment. Take this. Nobody can stand against my mommy. Yeah, this kind of fits. Imagination. A small info. In the German release, the characters don't refer to, don't say that Idea is Matron. Instead, they call her Mama, which is a way to say mom. This place is huge. Wait a second, was this the way to... Nice. I really need to plug in. I'm at 5%. Oh my god. Charge your phone. With 5%? Oh my god. I'm on break, losing badly at Tetris. Ah, dum da da dum da da da. Boah, This melody, this Tetris melody, really kept in my head. Also a game I love playing on my on my good old Game Boy. Wait a second, do I have Move Find enabled? I have. I am above average, at least in versus. Been playing for 30 years. What a time. Just curious, how old are you? If it's fine for you to say. I wonder. Nice, holy. Let's analyze this thing. Support of Gabadian troops. Oh, I'm to attack, not use this again. Micro rocket. That hurts. I'm 39. Ah, okay. I was curious because you said playing for 30 years, so I wonder 30 years. So I was curious to find out when you did start. Interesting. Gonna heal with magic. Nice save point. What do you think? How old am I? Just curious. How old do I look? No. I don't want to leave this place now. Wanted to look on the right. There is a reason why they put a save point there. Have I left out anything, or do I just feel like that? I'm feeling like I have forgotten something. Oh, hello! And you're? curse, aka disease in this version. On status attack is just so cool. Take this. Just a small look. Hello. Weird, I can remember the enemies here being here and set to level 1. Where are they? Another battle. Or did those monsters appear later? I wonder. Or am I wrong? Right now those monsters appear later when you return to this place. Maybe I was wrong at this point. Thanks for the Phoenix down. And a few healing spells right next to it. My god, this music! And I got 2 rockets. Thank you! Love, G. Friendship to all GFs. Strahlenbombe. Thank you. Ability 4 will be used later. This music, so nice. Oh. 10:20 p.m. Because maybe this is a good point to end the stream today, as unfortunately tomorrow I have to get up early, so I have to end the stream today a bit sooner than normal. But I hope you guys will stay for the raid. Just a second, please. Looking at it. Everything seems fine. So, to share the love for Final Fantasy, let's raid a person who plays a Final Fantasy game. FF7 Remake. So... But before the stream ends, I would like to thank everyone who was joining in today. Whether somebody is lurking or chatting, everyone supports the stream, and I'm glad for everyone who is who finds the stream and has a nice time. I mean, just having a good time and enjoying a stream. This is the most fun about Twitch, together with the interaction. So, I hope everyone has a nice day, or a nice morning, whatever it might be. And thank you all so much for joining in. I'm always glad for everyone who's here. So, what can I say? Thank you so much, and especially Imagination. I really enjoyed this talk about the theory, and this nostalgia here, and the nostalgia for the good old consoles, especially the Nintendo Game Boy. This is just always so nice. So, without further ado, let's rate. And until next time, everyone. Bye.